The sparkle and glamour of American Idol have captured audiences for more than 20 years, transforming ordinary dreamers into well-known figures in the public consciousness. The last episode of Season 23, which aired on May 18, 2025, was no exception. It also delivered an emotional roller coaster and performances that will be remembered for a lifetime. Although Jamal Roberts was declared the winner, it was John Foster, who finished in second place, who became the subject of widespread media attention after a shocking revelation regarding his history with the show was made public. A story of resiliency and persistence was offered by Foster's mother, Amanda Benoit, in an exclusive interview. This story gave a new depth to his journey, startling admirers and putting insight on the grit that lies behind his polished performances. Becoming a star in the making. John Foster, a country singer from Nashville, Tennessee, who is 22 years old, won over the hearts of viewers during the 23rd season of American Idol with his deep voice and genuine stage presence. The path that Foster took to reach the finals of the competition was distinguished by outstanding performances, including his original song, Tell That Angel I Love Her, which he wrote for his late friend Maggie Dunn. The competition was hosted by Ryan Seacrest, and the judges were Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, and Carrie Underwood. His ability to showcase his ability to merge sincere storytelling with a contemporary country sound was demonstrated by the song, which became a fan favorite. Fans, however, were unaware of the fact that Foster's journey to the stage of American Idol was anything but a straightforward one. During an interview with Unfiltered with Kiran that took place on June 15, 2025, Amanda Benoit disclosed that John had attempted to audition for American Idol not once, but twice prior to the 23rd season, but he was unsuccessful in both of his attempts. He did not make it past the open call that first time in 2021, Amanda shared, recalling his initial try amid the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. He was unable to pass the open call. On the other hand, I will never forget how joyful I felt. During that particular day, I left work early in order to watch him perform in a virtual audition. During the second try, which took place in 2022, Foster was not successful in advancing to the judges' round. This was another instance of disappointment. His determination, on the other hand, was only strengthened by these defeats. Amanda had this to say about John. John is the kind of person who doesn't give up. The more times he was turned down, the more he worked harder, the longer he practiced, and the more he believed in himself. Hidden struggles to overcome. The fact that Foster had early auditions was a highly guarded secret, and only his family and a select group of close friends were aware of it. Fans, who had regarded him as a natural talent with effortless charisma, were taken aback when they learned that he had been rejected twice prior to his breakthrough season. In a piece that she contributed to, Lorianne Palinka stated, "I was unaware that John had previously participated in 2 auditions for American Idol. On stage, he is such a natural performer. I was very aback when I learned that he had ever been turned down for a role on the show." Foster went from being a polished performer to becoming a symbol of endurance as a result of the news, which gave a dimension of complexity to his path. It was an especially difficult experience to participate in the 2021 audition, which was held virtually owing to constraints imposed by the epidemic. Foster gave a performance for the producers via Zoom, singing a copy of Chris Stapleton's song Tennessee Whiskey. There were thousands of aspirants competing for a seat. In spite of the fact that he put his whole heart into the performance, he was met with a rejection that was courteous but forceful. Amanda admits it was infuriating. However, John did not seem to be bothered by it. He shared with his mother, "Mom, I'll get there one day." During his try in 2022, he went a little further by playing in person at an open call in Nashville. Nonetheless, he was not successful in reaching the judges the second time around. In her memory, Amanda recalled, "He was so close at that time. It was challenging, but he continued to write songs and perform at gigs around town, which helped him gain his confidence. Not only were these early rejections a problem for my career, but they were also a challenge for me personally. Ever since he was a teenager, Foster, who was raised in a household that belonged to the working class, had an ambition of pursuing a career in music. He was inspired by country music giants such as Garth Brooks and contemporary performers such as Carrie Underwood. It was possible that the rejections from American Idol would have broken his spirit. He would perform at open mic nights, neighborhood bars, and any other venue where he could find a stage. Having every no from Idol served as motivation for him to improve. The optimal moment in time. In 2023, when Foster tried out for the 23rd season of the show, everything seemed to fall into place. The participation of Carrie Underwood on the panel of judges fundamentally altered the course of events. Underwood, who is also a country music performer and a former contestant on American Idol, quickly identified with Foster's style. It was pointed out by Palinkas that Carrie was a significant supporter of John throughout the 23rd season of American Idol. Throughout the entirety of the competition, it was abundantly evident that she was pulling for him. This mentorship from Underwood proved to be quite beneficial for Foster, as it provided him with significant insights into navigating the industry as a country musician. A thought that resonated with Foster as he stood on the same stage 20 years later was expressed by Underwood, in reference to her own victory on American Idol in 2005. "I think back, and that's a decision that changed my entire life," Underwood stated. The audition that Foster had for season 23 was a success. He received a standing ovation from the judges and became eligible for a trip to Hollywood as a result of his performance of an original composition. From that point on, he dominated the competition by producing performances that combined unfiltered feelings with technical expertise. The highlight of the competition was when he performed a duet with Carrie Underwood on "Go Rest High on That Mountain" during the semifinals. The duet received plaudits for its genuineness and vocal harmony. Foster was a frontrunner by the time the competition came to a close. Nonetheless, he ultimately finished in second place, behind Jamal Roberts, whose single "Mississippi" received the most votes in the history of American Idol. A horrifying history and a promising future. The path that Foster took on American Idol has been recast as one of perseverance and development as a result of the revelation of his previous rejections. For the purpose of expressing their enthusiasm, followers have gone to social media, posting messages in which they refer to him as the comeback king and proof that hard work pays off. He is similar to other former American Idol contestants who overcame early obstacles, such as Catherine McPhee, who finished in second place in season 5 and went on to have a successful acting career, and Adam Lambert, who finished in second place in season 8 and went on to become the lead vocalist of Queen. As a result of Foster's dogged determination, he has established himself as a candidate for a breakthrough star who is expected to have a prosperous future in the country music industry. Foster has been using his fame from American Idol to his advantage ever since the show's conclusion. His tune "Tell That Angel I Love Her" has been gaining traction on streaming services, and he has announced that he would be going on a brief tour around the South, opening for well-known country acts. Palinkas said that John deserved a great deal of appreciation because he has put in a lot of effort to get to the point where he is now. According to the statement, he is a genuine country singer who possesses the potential to become a major superstar. His capacity to connect with audiences, which he has perfected over the course of years of local performances, and which has been shaped by his rejections from American Idol, distinguishes him in a very competitive market, a concept that has a strong resonance with the idea of American Idol. A number of unexpected twists have occurred during the course of the show's history, including shocking eliminations, controversial disqualifications, and players who have overcome early failures. Chris Daughtry's unexpected elimination from the top 4 in 2006 and Crystal Bowersox's near disqualification due to health difficulties in 2010 are just two examples of the underdog stories that have been featured on American Idol on multiple occasions. As a result of Foster's journey, a new chapter is added, and viewers are reminded that success frequently follows hidden periods of difficulty. Conversations concerning the hard audition process and the tenacity required to succeed on American Idol have been ignited as a result of Foster's past events, which are taking place as the show prepares for its 24th season in 2026. His mother's revelation has provided him with a sense of humanity, elevating him to the status of a symbol of grit and tenacity rather than merely a runner-up. Amanda expressed her pride by saying, "I am so happy that he did not give up," and her voice was heavy with pride. It is possible that he will go on to become one of the most successful competitors in the history of American Idol. At this point in time, John Foster is concentrating on the future, producing new music, and making the most of the opportunity that American Idol has provided him with. His astonishing history with the show, which included 2 rejections prior to his successful run, only serves to make his story more compelling. Foster is carrying with him a lesson that he has learned from years of perseverance. Every no is simply one step closer to a yes. This is something that he is carrying with him as he performs at smaller venues and his aspirations of headlining arenas.